Good, happy Friday morning, November 27, 2020. And happy Black Friday, everyone. Today is Black Friday shopping today. And it'll be a very different kind of Black Friday shopping today as well. We have a lot of news to get to this Friday morning, so let's begin this Friday morning edition right now on the Riley King Network. There is some fog this morning as you head out this early morning, but I'm hearing we're gonna see some mild weather ahead. Let's get some more information from meteorologist Mike Haddad from WMUR News 9 Weather.
At Honda, we take the holidays seriously. With serious style and serious capability.
Hello everyone, meteorologist Mike Haddad here in the Storm Watch 9 Weather Center on this Thanksgiving night. Hopefully you and yours have enjoyed a nice, safe, and happy Thanksgiving holiday. Watching some changes building in for Friday and the weekend as some beneficial rain moves away. Still a lot of lingering clouds on Friday, but some breaks of sun after early fog. And then temperatures rise above the average, and those slightly milder temperatures carry right through the upcoming weekend with a bit more sun each and every day from Friday, a few breaks to more breaks on Saturday, and even more sun on Sunday. So here's an hour-by-hour timeline into the start of the actual weekend on Saturday. Tomorrow, we'll feature some areas of fog early, otherwise some low clouds and partial sunshine, but temperatures a little bit milder, mid-upper 40s north, upper 40s to the lower half of the 50s in southern New Hampshire. A lot of clouds around tomorrow night, areas of fog. That quickly gives way to developing sun on Saturday, and temperatures rising again, near 40 north to the upper 40s on south. A very slight chance of a snow shower north and a sprinkle in the afternoon in southern New Hampshire. Even more sun and seasonably cool temperatures in the 40s for many on Sunday.
Okay, and there you go. That was the weather from meteorologist Mike Haddad. Thank you for that weather report. And now let's take a look at your coronavirus in New Hampshire key information and data. Let's take a look at that right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you right now. There are 18,382 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 12,605,047 number of people in the United States have tested positive. 513 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 832 number of people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire, and 065 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. Now let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where current cases of COVID-19 are. Manchester, 809 cases of COVID-19. And let's take a look at some total cases. In Manchester, 3,523. And now let's take a look at these three charts here. Let's start with the first chart here. New cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple. Daily new positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, new hospitalization. And red, deaths. Let's take a look at this chart here. Current cases in the purple. Total current COVID-19 cases. In orange, current hospitalization. Now let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases in the purple. Total positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, total hospitalization. Red, deaths. And blue, recovered. Let's take a look at this chart here. Positive PCR test rate, daily PCR test. Let's take a look at this chart here. Each group of cases, female and male of cases, and risk information. Let's take a look at this chart here. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. Sorry about that one. And let's take a look at this chart here. Deaths, of New Hampshire population. Race/ethnicity of cases and hospitalizations. And let's take a look at this right here. Your common symptoms. Fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, difficult breathing, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. And, as we said at the top of our broadcast, today is Black Friday, and it'll be different this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Stores adapt to Black Friday shopping and a pandemic. Many remained closed yesterday on Thanksgiving. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire. And sorry about that, everyone. We have technical difficulties with that video player. Give me 1 minute. And here we go. We'll do this video here for all of you.
This is Nest Hub Max from Google, but to someone who's tired of always ordering delivery.
Hey Google, play Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat on Netflix.
It's the Google Dine-In Motivator. Nest Hub from Google.
In the past, we've been open 26 straight hours.
For Eric Prue, general manager at Tanger Outlets in Tilton, and the staff there, it's the first Thanksgiving off in a long time, 10 years.
The great news about this is that now the tenants can focus on the holiday weekend at hand. What Black Friday used to be, it's back. It's back better than ever.
And it's back with some modifications.
Obviously, again, keeping the precautions in mind, the social distancing rules, the mask situation, high touch point sanitation stations.
Eric says the deals that make the day so popular will be there waiting for shoppers, whether you want to shop in person, do curbside pickup, or try a new shopping experience, a product of the pandemic.
We're the only developer in the retail industry, but you can do virtual shopping with us. So you can actually share an appointment on our website, and one of us in our fine offices across the country will actually do the shopping for you.
In Concord at Gibson's Bookstore, it's all about shopping local.
Some people call it Black Friday, but a lot of independent retailers call it Plaid Friday. And so we're all going to be wearing plaid, and anybody who comes into the store wearing plaid gets a 10% discount. But then if they forgot to wear plaid, they just have to say the word and they still get it.
They'll be enforcing COVID guidelines and also asking shoppers to go virtual.
Usually we try to get as many people into the store as possible. We have all kinds of promotions and discounts and ways to get people in. And this year we're trying to help people pivot to do some online shopping.
The Mall of New Hampshire opens its doors at 6 a.m., as does Tanger Outlets in Tilton. Gibson's Bookstore in Concord opens at 10 a.m. In Manchester, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire organizations give out hundreds of Thanksgiving meals for those in need. Concord Restaurant, Portsmouth Rotary Club provide meals for families. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Jennifer Crompton.
For over 85 years and 4 generations, the award-winning Palmer Gas and Oil has been providing fuel to homes throughout New Hampshire.
Vehicles lined the road in front of the windmill. The Concord restaurant giving out over 800 free Thanksgiving meals.
This is the production line right here.
COVID moving it to a takeout operation, partnering with the Holiday Inn to accommodate so much added need.
It takes a lot of preparation and a lot of manpower. With the right people behind you, you can do anything as possible.
The Portsmouth Rotary taking us inside St. Nicholas Greek Church, where volunteers grabbed bags for delivery.
We have a COVID team in Rotary, and the job of the COVID team was to make sure that we could still do it, and we could do it safely.
This year, food provided and cooked by Portsmouth Regional Hospital. Volunteers packing 400 bags decorated by Greenland school kids.
We have turkey, potatoes, stuffing, green beans, rolls, squash, cranberry sauce, pie, and a carnation.
Some of those signing up for meals with stories that hit home.
I'm living in my car. Can I pick up meals? I'm trying to get a hotel room to have dinner with my kids. I mean, it just breaks your heart.
This is the 47th year for Rotary and the 29th for the Windmill, helping many who might not otherwise celebrate the day or its meaning.
I think that's the whole spirit of Thanksgiving, don't you?
It's been a great year of seeing how many people actually give and seeing people come together for one day to just make families happy.
Jennifer Compton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. I try to be positive. Retirement community residents remain optimistic during a very different Thanksgiving this year. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
At Honda, we take the holidays seriously. With serious.
Everyone we spoke with had a very upbeat attitude about being in lockdown and heading into the holidays.
I know this is an inconvenient time for everybody. It's a tough time. We've never faced up to anything like this before.
Bill Webster is a 92-year-old World War II veteran, one of several residents at the Taylor community in Laconia, a nonprofit continuing care retirement community, who we spoke with Thursday. They've been in lockdown essentially since March.
I try to be positive about it, although it's such a change. And we have to remember, everyone is going through these changes.
It's been interesting to see how well they've adapted, but it's still hard, especially when you get close to the holidays.
Many of the 500 residents here will see family for Thanksgiving, either electronically or through the glass.
But it isn't the same. You know, it's the big hug, and I don't know.
But the lockdown has also made these residents grow closer, forming their own family to lean on in the face of the pandemic.
If you complain to yourself, you have to tell yourself, everybody else is in the same boat. You're not the only one. So that should, make it different and better.
And when you talk to these senior citizens, you realize how wise they are and how much you can learn.
I am hopeful. I know this lockdown will be over sometime, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Everyone said how kind the staff at the Taylor community has been, making their Thanksgiving special under some very difficult circumstances. Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. UNH biotech students work to identify new COVID infections in school community. Students get hands-on education in how to detect, contain, spread of COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
At Honda, we take the holidays seriously.
With her job at a hospital cut short due to COVID-19, UNH student Isabel Laser got the call that her fall semester at college was about to put her on the front lines of the pandemic.
It was definitely a surprise, but it was one that was incredibly welcome. Over the summer, as you know, with COVID-19, everything was pretty much shut down.
Isabel is one of a dozen UNH students who are bringing their biotech skills to life, processing COVID-19 tests for classmates, faculty, and staff at the UNH lab. Her classmate Ethan says he got the green light from his parents, who are both in the medical field.
I feel like this is a great opportunity to work in a lab and kind of get that experience, just working with samples, working in the community.
So here's how it works. Students are given plastic bags that contain testing kits and labeling codes. After self-swabbing, these kits are dropped into a collection area, picked up daily, and taken to the UNH lab for a quick PCR test.
What the swab does is that if any of the COVID genome is on that swab after you take it out of your nose, we have specific primers in solution that will bind to it.
We see about 120 cases a day, 5 days a week, 6 sometimes if we work Saturdays. I say we process, a little over 1,000 a week.
Results vary, but on average, the lab detects between 2 and 4 positive cases a week.
This all kind of correlates with trends in the local area and among the students.
Now, when they eventually graduate, Ethan and Isabel say they will apply these lessons into strengthening their communities as medical professionals.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. As you know, we are approaching the holiday season, and more people will be doing shopping or donating to charities and things like that. New Hampshire officials offer tips to avoid giving money to scammers and fake charities over the holidays. Scammers try to take advantage of holiday spirit, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For over 85 years and 4 generations, the award-winning Palmer Gas and Oil has been providing fuel to homes throughout New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts.
It is traditionally the most wonderful time of the year, but it is also scam season.
People need to keep in mind that there are scammers out there that are looking to take advantage of the season and maybe creating phony charities or phony causes in an attempt to get people to give them money for causes that just don't exist.
The chief of New Hampshire's Consumer Protection Bureau says scammers try to take advantage of holiday spirit any way they can reach you and your money.
They come on the phone, they come in the email, they come through social media, they come in the mail, and even in some cases we've seen scammers that show up at people's houses.
Some Red Flags, a charity name that sounds similar to a well-known organization, one that only accepts money transfers, often through an app, and wants you to give right away. Experts say stop and do a little research.
Legitimate charities should be more than happy to be able to explain to the consumer who they are, what they're doing, where the money is going to go. There should be background information on them that a consumer can look into.
The Consumer Protection Bureau says don't donate through links that pop up on social media or in your email. Instead, log on to the charity website independently. And remember, a lot of scams originate on the phone.
It's so important to not make split decisions and to do your independent research and make sure that you're confident that before you push send, before you give money anywhere, you know exactly where it's going and you have confidence that you are not sending money to a scam.
If you are suspicious or think you gave money to a fake charity, you can call the state's Consumer Protection Hotline at 1-888-468-4454. Volunteers will try to help, but sometimes it's too late.
If the money is gone, oftentimes there's very little we can do to help.
Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Good information and advice there. Today and this evening is the Concord Christmas tree lighting celebration in front of the Concord State House, and it'll be happening this evening, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Also happening this evening, the first evening of the Gift of Lights, New Hampshire Gift of Lights at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon. Warm comfort and safety from your own car. It kicks off this evening and goes until January 3rd. And also, many people might be doing some Christmas tree shopping, getting Christmas trees over the weekend, this weekend. Christmas tree farms expecting strong season from pent-up families. After months of pandemic-driven, uncertain, and anxious, and aimed a rising surge of cases that could prompt a long home-ridden winter, Christmas tree farms say the interest appears particularly high this year. And that is it for this morning news edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll be off air the rest of the day, and I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.